You know, B, I got to tell you, this is a really nice middle school crowd out here tonight. I was looking around during the anthem. The home side is pretty full up. We got a nice crowd here enjoying this one tonight.
Yes, it is. Let's go ahead and get you the LCO offensive starters.
My name is Kai Guidry. I'm number 18. I play tight end.
My name is Brendan Sherman, number 88. I play left guard.
My name is Jay Punch, number 98, right tackle. My name is Mason Guidry, number 78, and I play left tackle.
My name is Reggie Rodriguez Jr., number 70, right guard.
My name is Darius Allen. I play left guard, number 71.
My name is Ty Dante. I'm number 93, and I play left guard. My name is Victor Ote. I'm number 50, and I play center.
I'm number 5. I play Joe Hunter. I'm number 11. And I'll play
number 11.
Cameron Jeremy, 22, fullback.
25, fullback.
Sucker Lee, 13, wide receiver. Kobe Cantrell, number 10, and wide receiver.
Robert, number 9, quarterback.
And there we go. The LCO offensive starters.
Big lady to see so much for bringing us that. I've been excited about this one all day. This is going to be a good middle school football game. Can't wait to bring it to you guys.
Back deep for the Bulldogs, Cale Hunter and Lakin Filinich.
And this, I think, is going to be a big part of the game, special teams.
Set to kick off for the Cardinals, number 30, Noah Lopez. We're seconds away from getting this game under control and started here. Lopez set to kick off for the Cardinals. Approaches the ball, and we're underway.
Oh, good kick. My goodness.
The ball bounces at the 6-yard line and will go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bulldogs will be playing a 1st and 10 from their own 20.
What did I tell you on play-by-play? I said their junior varsity and freshman kickers were kicking touchbacks. Well.
Yes. Echoes. All right, Bo Robert will bring his team to the line of scrimmage, facing a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
And, boy, what that does is making the middle school offense go 80 yards versus 50 yards. That's huge, man.
Kobe Cantrell split out wide left, split backfield for the Bulldogs. Man in motion, that's Filinich. Ball will be given to Hunter on a sweep. He crosses the 20. He'll pick up about 2 yards on the play. Not much running room for him on that right side. Bulldogs will be playing a 2nd and 8 from their 22-yard line.
Not to try to correct it, but they put that ball right back at the 20.
Oh.
The chains moved forward. I think they're going to respot the ball. Yeah, there we go.
I was looking at the down mark. He moved it 2 yards.
Something wasn't adding up, but, yeah, they did move the ball forward.
2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs. They're on 22. Got to receive a wide right. One guy in the back. That's Filinich in motion. Ball's given to Sheremy up the middle. He crosses the 25, about the 26-yard line. Nice push up front for the Bulldogs.
We said on the play-by-play today, LCO has to stay ahead of the chains. 3rd and 3 is staying ahead of the chains. Good start so far, getting a couple of positive gains.
Kobe Cantrell runs the play in for the Bulldogs, facing a 3rd and 3 on the opening drive of this contest. Cantrell split out wide to the left, split back, Hunter in motion. Ball's going to be given to Shermy up the middle once again. We'll have a flag on the
I
play.
think that's a false start. I think the tight end moved early.
So we'll have a false start on the Bulldogs. That'll push them back 5. Not what you want on a 3rd and short.
Nope, not at all.
3rd and 8.
Bulldogs playing a 3rd and 8 from back of their 22-yard line. Just underway, scoreless game between the LCO Bulldogs and ED White Cardinals.
71 Darius Allen has just checked into the game for this play for LCO. Maybe adding another lineman to their formation.
Robert has his team in the huddle. They break the huddle. Full house backfield for the Bulldogs. Everyone in tight. Ball will be given to Filinich on the right side. He gets to the 25, falls forward to about the 28-yard line, which will bring up a 4th down and 2 for the Bulldogs at the 28-yard line. See, Coach Pogge will go for it.
And B, that's where the penalty kills you. That's a first down if not for the penalty.
No hesitation from the Bulldogs. They're going for it, 4th and 2 from their 28-yard line. Everyone in tight, full house backfield. The backs are in tight. Hard count. Either White discipline. Quarterback's going to keep the ball.
Yeah.
He'll get the first down and more. Fumbles the ball. Who's got it on the ground? Edie White falls on it at the 45-yard line. Robert picked up the first down, fighting for yardage. Ball pops out. It rolled forward for the Bulldogs.
First down for the Cardinals.
But the Cardinals fall on the ball at the Bulldog 47-yard line.
LCO had such a big surge right there, but then the ball security at the end of the play, ED White falls on it. The early turnover, as we see the ED White offense, as Coach Keefe said, will be led by Alex Vickner, number 7.
Vickner on the center. Man in motion. Ball's going to be given to the fullback, number 33. He's at the 35. He breaks the tackle, the 20, the 15, 10. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown. 47-yard touchdown run by number 33, Lane Dempster. That's one of the guys Coach Keefe mentioned in their pregame interview. And Dempster goes 47 yards for the touchdown.
They're kicking.
Spoke about it on play-by-play. That one team can kick, one go for 2. Cardinals will be going for the point after.
It's like number 30, Noah Lopez, the kicker.
Lopez for the extra point
Ball
try.
snap. Bad snap. Hunter's going to rotate his right. He throws it to a guy that's number 45. Carter Molizon on the fire drill. Once a bad snap, everyone knows where they go in their routes. Molizon did a great job. That brings out score. ED White 8, LCO 0 with 5:21 left to go. We'll keep it here as both teams are just about ready to jog back on the field.
And it's got to feel like deja vu all over for LCO. Against Thibodeau, first drive, you turn it over. Here, first drive, you turn it over. And then now just anything that could go wrong has gone wrong. You know, you give up a busted assignment on the first run of the game, then the fire drill turns into 2 extra points, and Bulldogs got to settle down here early.
Yep, turnovers will come back and bite you. So after Robert wasn't too happy on the sideline, Coach Pogge was just telling him to relax.
Well, if there's any good thing about that is that LCO, as we said, on that play did get a huge push. If you could keep pushing them back like that, you're going to have some success eventually.
Lopez set the kick. Hunter and Filinich back deep, standing at their 15-yard line for the Bulldogs.
They learned their lesson. They're about 10 yards further up, or further back this time.
Lopez kicks the ball. That's going to be Hunter. Bounces off his face mask. Ball's bouncing around, trying to pick it up. Eventually, he'll fall on it, but there's a scramble for the ball. Looks like the Bulldogs will recover. That ends up Hunter getting back his own fumble. Ball hit his face mask and just bounced forward again. Couldn't find the ball. He actually later found that he fell on it at the 29-yard line.
In the words of my old broadcast partner, the late Tommy Plaisance, never bet on the bounce of a football. And LCO there Was very fortunate to fall on top of that one.
Robert on the center. Cantrell wide, man in motion. That's filling edge, giving the ball up to the fullback. That's Jeremy. Crosses the 35, falls forward to about the 38-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Down by number 18.
Nice run by Jeremy right up the middle for the Bulldogs. They'll be playing a 2nd and 2. Or it's called a 2nd and 1 at their 38-yard line. Filinich in motion. Ball will be given to Hunter. Hunter reverses his field. Gets caught in the backfield. Will lose about 2 yards on the play.
33 Lane Dempster on the stop there.
We'll bring up a 3rd. Oh, they're giving him a great spot. Okay, so he looked to be at least 3 yards in the backfield. 3rd and short for the Bulldogs. Full house backfield. Ball's going to be given to Jeremy. He'll pick up the 1st down.
Roberts hands it off to number 22.
He'll gain about 2 yards.
Jeremy. Good enough for a Bulldog 1st down.
So the Bulldogs will be getting the 1st down
Brought down by number
at their own 42-yard line.
Number 8.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on a nice run right up the middle by Jeremy.
LCO still getting that good push, man, and good things are going to happen if you keep moving them back.
Receiver wide right. 3 guys in the backfield. Ball will be given to Filinich on the left side. He cuts it up the middle. He'll pick up about 4 yards on the play. Give him 5. Brings up a 2nd and 5 for the Bulldogs. Nice run, almost like a buck sweep action where they're getting him the football. He planted his foot and turned upfield. Looked like he was trying to get outside. He saw a hole on that left side right off tackle. Gained a good 5 yards.
ED White defense has been on the field virtually the whole game with the exception of that one play.
Bulldogs double and set. That's Hunter in motion. Ball roll out to the right by Robert. Looks to throw. He looks down the field. Has a man. Well defended. Incomplete. The ball was intended for Kobe Cantrell downfield. Nice pass, but excellent defense by the Cardinals.
Carter Falgoust in coverage. Good job there. My apologies. Number 2, Landon Wagaspat.
3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. From their own 47.
Big play for LCO here. You want to get a little closer. You don't want to face 4th and 5. You want to at least get half of it right here.
Yeah, and you figure the Bulldogs have 2 downs to pick this up. They come to the line of scrimmage. Guy wide right. 2-wing formation, man in motion. That's Filinich. Ball be given to Jeremy right up the middle. Has a hole. We'll pick up the 1st down. Gains about 6 yards on the play. Enough Bulldog 1st down.
Good job up front. Big number 50. One of the LCO Bulldogs blocking old Victor Otan.
Bulldogs will be playing at 1st and 10.
Plus territory. And look, we told you in the pregame, this game's going to fly by. We're already nearing the end of the 1st quarter. 2 minutes, 40 seconds and counting.
3 men in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Ball will be given to Hunter on a sweep. Trying to get on the inside. Picks up about 3 yards on the play. It's a little sweep play. Saw nothing on the outside. He tucked the ball in, picked up a good 3 yards for the Bulldogs.
No, look, man, the way LCO plays, they go for it on every 4th down. So you got to get 2.5 yards of play. And if you get 3, hey, you're on schedule. You're on schedule.
2nd and about 7. Tucker Lee split wide left for the Bulldogs. Filinich on the wing. He's in motion. Ball's going to be given to Hunter on the left side. Turns up field. Gets to about the 40-yard line. A pickup of about 4 on the play.
The number 22, Camden Jeremy, just destroyed someone on a crack block. My goodness. That'll be one. They'll watch that back on Huddle. I'm sorry, Brian. They'll watch that back on Huddle and be very happy with that block.
Bulldogs at the Cardinal 40-yard line, facing about a 3rd and 3. Full house backfield. Roberts gives it to Jeremy right up the middle. He's grinding for yards. He'll fall forward and picks up the 1st down. Gets all the way to the Cardinal 36-yard line. Enough first down. Bulldogs found something in their run game. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, 1:16 and counting to go in this first period. They're trailing 8-0. 3 men in the backfield, one wide for the Bulldogs. Roberts gets the snap, will hand off to Filinich. He turns upfield, gets hit by number 45.
Brought down by 45.
And tackle. That's Carter Molizon for the Cardinals on the tackle. Short gain of 2 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 8 for the Bulldogs.
Does E.D. White's defense have anything left in the tank, man? They have been on the field this entire first quarter. LCO still got to get 34 yards. Can the Cardinals push them back?
36 seconds and counting. Could be the last play of the quarter. Kobe Cantrell out wide left. Filinich on a wing. He's in motion. Ball is given up the middle to Jeremy. Switches his left. He's at the 30, 25. Fighting for yardage. Gets about to the 22-yard line. Picks up a first down for the Bulldogs. They'll be playing a 1st and 10 at the Cardinal 21-yard line.
Can somebody say industrial power systems? Because that young man is making a case for it in the first quarter, man. He is playing hard.
Clock should have stopped. He was out of bounds. They'll keep it running.
They don't have to run a play if they don't want to, but it looks like they'll be ready to.
Man in motion, that's Filinich. Ball will be given on a sweep to Hunter. He's trying to turn inside. He does. He'll pick up positive yards, about 4 yards on the game. And that'll be the end of the first quarter with your score. E.D. White 8, LCO 0. You're listening to Middle School Football. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on KLEB.
At Bourgeois Meat Market, our slogan is Miracles in Meat since 1891. To be in business over 130 years, the most important thing is to have a quality product. The next most important thing is customer service. Our old meat market is in
and Hunter, and they put together a nice little drive. They're playing a 2nd and 5 from the Cardinals, about 16-yard line.
Yep, in the red zone, got to finish this one with a touchdown.
Bulldogs trailing 8-0.
From the Cardinals 16-yard line.
Robert brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Guy out wide right. Looks like to be Cantrell. Filinich in deep motion. Ball's given to Jeremy right off tackle. He's looking for room, but he'll go nowhere.
He got face mask. This will be a 15-yard penalty. There's a flag down there.
There is a flag on the play. And Casey guessed right.
It's not a guess.
Face mask. Looks like to be a 5-yard face mask.
Yeah.
No, 15-yarder.
Yeah, he tackled him by it. He just didn't make the personal foul. That is the right call.
So the Bulldogs will have a 1st and goal at the Cardinal 5-yard line.
Play first and goal from the Cardinal 5-yard line.
Robert brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Twins to the right side of the field. To the near side.
I'm giving the ball to 22 4 times in a row.
And they'll push the ball back because it was half the distance.
From the Cardinal 8-yard line.
So they're going to push the ball back to the 8-yard line. Twins set to the right. 2 guys in the backfield. Roberts gets the snap. Will give the ball to Herner. He turns up. He falls inside the 5-yard line to about the 4. Nice gain on first down for the Bulldogs. Brings up a 2nd and goal.
Giving the ball to 11 is not a bad option either. He had a nice first down gain getting inside the 5.
Gordina on the stop for
2nd and goal
Cardinals.
from the Cardinal 3-yard line.
Just underway here in the second period. Bulldogs threatening to score inside the Cardinal 5. 2nd and goal. Full house backfield. Roberts gets the snaps, gives to Sheremy on the left side. Not much of a gain. Looks like to be a fumble on the play.
Oh, no.
E.D. White saying they have it. No one else is pointing anywhere. Looks like
Jeremy.
Bulldogs will retain possession.
Oh, he got it down to the 2-yard line, but boy, very dangerous.
So 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
You know what I'm coming with if I'm Coach Pokey here? I'm going with that quarterback sneak I used on the 4th down play. You got a lot of yards on that play. I think you could push him back and get into the end zone here.
Tucker Lee tells the play to Bo Robert in the huddle. Robert will tell his team to play. They break the huddle at the line of scrimmage. You got a twin set to the near side of the field. Ball's given to Hunter switches field. Scores touchdown from 2 yards out. Switch directions. He was running to the right and switched back to the left. Walk into the end zone for the Bulldog touchdown.
What a cutback by Cale Hunter there, but you're right. If he follows the initial hole, he would have got stopped. Beautiful vision, and he got himself into the end zone. Now we await the big 2-point try to tie it up.
Kobe Cantrell brings the play in. Big 2-point play here for the Bulldogs, trying to keep pace with the Cardinals. 6:35 to go in the second period. Receiver wide to the left, to the far side of the field. Filinich in motion. Ball will be given to Sheremy on the left side. He's going to pound his way in for the 2-point conversion. Brings out score. LCO 8, E.D. White 8, and 6:35 to go in this second period. Casey, nice drive by the Bulldogs. Good job of responding after that turnover.
What an answer and what a job up front. The LCO offensive line was moving them. We said after the first drive, hey, if you just keep getting that kind of a push, everything's going to be okay. That drive, they just punched them in the mouth, went up the length of the field and scored the touchdown, got the 2-point conversion. Now, can your defense play assignment football and stop this option and get off the field?
Yeah, look, the thing here is with these 8-minute quarters, Bulldogs had the ball to start the game. So if E.D. White has a time-controlled drive right here, runs a lot of clock, they can actually give the ball back to the Bulldogs in not much time, and they get the ball back. So it's a way you can almost steal a possession here if you're the Cardinals.
That's a great point, brother. That is very well said. That is going to be a big key here for LCO's defense.
Set the kick off for the Bulldogs. Sereno. Back deep for the Cardinals. Ooh, number 9. Marlboro.
Number 4, Roland.
And Roland. The ball's kicked. That's Marlboro. Gets it about the 18-yard line. Goes to his right side. Looks to turn up the field. He does. He's at the 35. Goes forward to about the 37-yard line. Good return from Marlboro for the Cardinals. Gives them great field position. Matthew Pierce on the tackle for the Bulldogs.
Not going to lie, that looked a little scary for a second for LCO because they had a nice little wall that was built. But Matthew Pierce did a good job making an open field tackle.
Alex Vickner brings his team to the line of scrimmage.
Gave it to old 33 Dempster the last time. First thing when stopping the option, you got to stop the dive.
That's Dempster in the backfield. Man in motion, ball given to Dempster. No, it's a counter play. Bulldogs shut that down. Maybe a yard on the play.
Handoff was to Hansman, I believe. 22? Okay.
22.
Gabe Neal. Or Null, I'm sorry. Gabe Null.
No gain on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals. Tried to catch the Bulldogs sleeping good. Fundamental football by the Bulldogs on defense, staying home when they counterplay.
Coach Pokey did say on play-by-play, Vigner has an arm. Let's see if they try to throw it.
Vigner will hand off. Number 45, that's Molizon. Gets it outside into the 40. Tries to break a tackle. We tackle him. The ball forward. But 10-yard gain, enough for first down. Cardinals. Nice run by Molizon from the Cardinals. He'll pick up the first down with 5:40 to go in the second period.
But you look at the ball and look at the sticks.
Yeah.
Yes, one of them isn't right. There we go. Got it right.
Vigner breaks the huddle. Molizon on a wing. Along with Noel. He's in motion. Goes back.
Oh.
Bulldogs come across the line of scrimmage. That'll be a 5-yard penalty on the Bulldogs.
You know what's not going to make Keegan happy there? The fact that they all jumped. It wasn't that one of them came across and made a mistake. The whole defensive line took the bait. That's not going to make him happy.
Gabe Null does not get false motion. He comes in motion, 3 or 4 steps, stops, and goes back to where he came from. And there was a snap count on the Bulldogs jump. The Cardinals playing a 1st and 5 from the Bulldog 48-yard line. Vigner, quarterback in the Cardinals. He's under center. That's Dempster behind him at fullback. Man in motion, ball snap. Looks to pass, sets up. Gets the man open in the flats. That's 45. Catches the ball. That is Molizon. Comes the ball to 25. He was going to be tackled about the 15-yard line.
Man, game of inches. Number 5, Lake and Filinich almost intercepted that for LCO, but great job there by number 45. Molizon going up in traffic and making a play.
Kind of a jump ball situation, and Molizon just out-jumped the defender from the Bulldogs. 1st and 10, Cardinals at the Bulldog 15-yard line. Vigner under center. 2 receivers to the wide side. Man in motion. Comes back, and once again, the Bulldogs will jump offside. Coach Pokey will go ahead and call a timeout.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a defensive lineman right now. Second time in this drive that they go the hard count and the whole defensive front moves. Keegan right away calls a timeout. I think he's about to lay into those young men.
And I think, look, and I'm not sure if the Cardinals showed this before or not, but it's very simple what they're doing. They're sending a guy in motion, and when he gets almost to the guard position, he just stops and turns back and goes to where he started from. And when he's going back motion, they're getting a snap count and it's drawing the Bulldogs offside.
So eye candy.
Be a question for Coach Pokey after the game if they showed that on film or not. Because if they did not, that's a pretty good
a good wrinkle to add in.
Yeah, by the Cardinals. So the Cardinals playing a 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 10-yard line. 4:29.
1st and 5 after the
my bad. 1st and 5. 4:29 left to go in the second quarter. Tie game. Vigner under center. Dempster in the backfield. Man in motion. Ball's given to Dempster. Right off tackle. No errors.
Yeah, great job there.
No gain on the play. Nice job up front by the Bulldogs. Brings up a 2nd and 5.
Brendan Jeremy snubbed that one out. Said, you ain't going to run up the middle on me. Not this time.
2nd and 5 for the Cardinals.
Clock running. Tie game. Vigner gets the play. Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. Man out wide to the left. Single back. Man in motion. Ball's going to be tossed to number 1. That's Adams. Tries to get to the outside. Cuts inside the 10. He'll be tackled about the 8-yard line.
Real good pursuit by LCO's defense that time.
19, Matthew
on the stop. How many times have we said Matthew Pierce's name so far
Pierce
today?
all over the field for the Bulldogs. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Big down here. For the Cardinals, you got a field goal kicker possibly.
Yeah, good point. And
see if you run something back to the middle of the field, just in case.
If you're LCO, boy, you don't give it to them for free. You got to watch the ball here. Don't jump off sides.
Adams on a wing to the left side, one back. He's in motion. That's going to be a penalty. Two men were in motion at the same time.
No flag.
Fumble on the play. Picked up by
They absolutely had 2 men in motion, but there's no laundry.
Bulldog coaching staff not happy. The ball was at the 5-yard line. That'll be enough for a first down. There was confusion in the backfield, and the runner just went forward and picked up enough for the first down. So that's a first and goal. That is a big first down.
Yeah, and that's a big miss by the officiating crew. They were obviously had 2 men in motion there. Keegan's not happy, and he's right. That they missed that one.
Big Nair on the center.
Again.
Same thing. On a counter play, the ball, they're going to call that one. Illegal motion on the Cardinals. Two guys, same thing, in motion. Good chance for the Bulldogs. That play was wide open.
Well, ED White's going to have to get it right. It's 2 plays in a row now that they don't have their timing right in their motions. And their coaching staffs argue. I don't know how they can argue that. They've definitely got 2 that are moving at the snap. It's now been 2 plays in a row.
So first and goal at the 10. 2:30 left to go. Tie ball game right here. We're in the second quarter. Cardinals in the huddle. Clock is stopped for the moment. Now it runs. Bickner under center. Man in motion. Ball's going to be given to the 22. That's no. On a counter play. Gets to about the 11-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4. Brings up a second and goal from the 6-yard line.
Lakin Filinich on the stop, number 5.
Approaching 2 minutes to go in the second period.
Second and goal for the Cardinals from the Bulldogs 6.
ED White, as we kind of predicted, they're very methodical. They're understanding, hey, we got a chance to maybe get 2 possessions here. They're in no hurry.
Bickner under center. Dempster in the backfield. Ball will be reversed. Trying to get to the outside. Nowhere to go. Cuts back to the inside. Bulldogs sniff that play out from the get-go.
Coach Brokey's going to call a timeout.
Timeout by the Bulldogs. That was quite a foul on the play. On the carry for the Cardinals. Actually, they tried, and Coach Pokey told us that today on play-by-play.
Yeah, well scouted.
That they will come with some reverses, and they tried to run a reverse at their the Bulldogs 6-yard line. Bulldogs did a nice job of sniffing that play out. So they're playing a big 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line.
How big was that penalty a minute ago now? Negated a touchdown. I think a good timeout also by Coach Pokey to try to at least guarantee yourself another possession, even if you're only going to have a few seconds.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a great timeout. So at 1:31, we're in the second quarter. Tie ball game.
Big 3rd down play.
Happy to be here bringing you middle school football on KLEB.
3rd and goal for the Cardinals.
Big 3rd down play.
The Bulldog 8-yard
Big
line.
Nair under center. Double wing formation. Ball will be snapped. He drops back to pass. He looks to hit his receiver on a slant. Well defended by the Bulldogs. Pass is incomplete. That was number 11, Hunter. Cale Hunter on coverage, and it looks like the Cardinals will be bringing in their field goal kicker.
What a luxury for a middle school team. They're trying, not only did they kick extra points, they're trying to doggone field goal here. 25-yard field goal.
Nice job by the Bulldog defense. Officials don't even know where to line up because you don't see this much in middle school.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Got to get the snap to him first. That was a problem on the extra point.
Lining up, the ball snapped, the hold, kick is on its way. It looks to be
got it.
Good.
Yeah.
25-yard field goal
23 seconds left to play in the first half.
by,
The score is Cardinals 11.
who was that?
Gonzalez, number 30. Oh, I'm sorry, Lopez, number 30.
Number 30, Lopez. Nice kick for the Cardinals. Gives them 11-8 lead with 1:23 left to go in the second quarter. Cardinals will be set to kick off. And Casey, good job of Coach Polk that last time, calling the timeout, saving his team some time. Now let's see. They'll get the ball back with at least a minute 23 left if the ball goes in the end zone.
Dude, if this is our halftime score, you could have given me 1,000 guesses of what the halftime score would have been, and I would not have gotten to 11-8 on any of them. But that's what happens when you could kick a field goal. It gives you a little bit of extra versatility. See if LCO could pop a return here, give themselves a short field.
Hunter and Filinich back deep. Cardinals bluff an onside kick.
Almost went offside.
Yeah.
For the Cardinals, back deep for the Bulldogs.
Lopez set to approach the ball.
11, Hunter.
Looking around, making sure his team's set. He approaches the ball. Ball is kicked. Fielded by Hunter at the 20. Drops it, picks it up to the 25. Gets the middle of the field, 30. 35. Falls forward about the 37, 38-yard line. So the Bulldogs will have a minute 16, I believe, with one timeout left. And they have a long way to go to get to the end zone.
It's going to be tough. This is not an offense that's designed to get 20, 30-yard chunks. But, hey, you got a chance.
The Bulldogs will be playing 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. 1:16 left to go in the second period. They're trailing 11-8. Robert brings his team to line of scrimmage. Receivers split out wide to each side. Double wing formation. Ball snap. He drops back. Robert's looking. Has a man. Throws. He's completed at right near midfield. That's number 19, Matthew Pierce. On the reception for the Bulldogs, they'll spot the ball at the 48-yard line.
I got the Bulldogs. I get on the ball.
112 and counting.
LCO's
Clock should
very
start
generous
here.
clock.
48-yard line.
Bulldogs at the line. Single back set. Roberts drops back, throws the ball, one hops it to Pierce.
Not the worst thing in the world.
Field.
Not the worst thing in the world, because I tell you, E.D. White had that defended. They would have tackled Pierce in open field. The clock would have kept running. Probably not the worst thing that could have happened there to stop the clock. Yeah, now you get a chance to get back in the huddle and kind of collect yourself.
2nd and 10. Tucker Lee runs the play in for the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Yes, none.
Tucker Lee split out wide to the left. Man in motion, that's Filinich. Ball will be given to Hunter on the right side. He crosses midfield, breaks a tackle, spins around. Tackle down about the 45-yard line of the Cardinals. 50 seconds left to go. And counting. They'll spot the ball at the 44-yard line.
Gotta go quick.
Nice run by Hunter. Picked up positive yards. It's 3rd and 3.
Oh, man, they're losing some time. You got to go quick.
3rd and 2. Long 2 for the Bulldogs. That's Cantrell to the short side of the field. Filinich in motion. Ball will be given up the middle to Jeremy. Breaks the tackle. Tries to get outside. Drops the ball. Falls out of bounds for the Bulldogs. It'll stop the clock. He'll pick up a first down.
The fumble out of bounds actually helped. As we'll stop the clock. He does get the first down. But boy, LCO lost a lot of time in between those last couple of plays. Clock all the way down to 21 seconds now.
The ball's placed at the Cardinal 41-yard line. 21 seconds to go in the second period. I think Bulldogs have one timeout.
Yeah, one. Do you have an old Brian Colley halfback pass?
Yes. Twins to the right, man in motion to the right side. That's Hunter. Roberts drops back, looks to throw. He was clobbered from the backside. At
Midfield,
midfield, number 60,
Sam Ginn.
33. So Coach Polkey will call a timeout with 11 seconds. Robert set up the pass, but from his backside, he just came and clobbered him. Nice job by Robert holding on to the football.
Yes, because you see a lot of guys playing on Sunday that get hit from the blind side and lose the ball. So great job there holding on.
Bulldogs will be playing after this timeout, second and long, but that's with 11 seconds left to go, no timeouts left. See if they can draw up some type of maybe trick play, or you got to be careful here.
Yeah, you don't want it. You don't want what you're trying to do to blow up in your face and give them an opportunity.
So we'll see. It's 11-8 in favor of the Cardinals. Bulldogs had success driving the football on their second drive of the game. They found some good running up the middle with Jeremy, Philinich, and Hunter on the outsides and mixing it up well. But Cardinals come right back and get the field goal for the 3-point lead.
EDY is going to give you a 10-yard completion and out of bounds here if you want it. Everybody's dropped way back.
Second and 21
Bulldogs break
from
the
the
huddle.
Bulldogs.
Twins to the left side, man in motion. That's Hunter. It's a counter in the backfield, giving him Philinich. He's at the 40, 35. He'll be corralled short. Stop short of the first down. That'll end the second quarter. So we're at halftime here at South Coast High School with LCO trailing the EDY Cardinals 11-8. You're listening to middle school football on KLAB. We'll be back in 3 minutes. We'll take a 3-minute break and be right back.
Great news, home of businesses. We're here. We are Rev, a telecommunications provider with powerful solutions and unmatched local support. We've been bringing Louisiana people, businesses, and culture together for 85 years. Our fiber network delivers superior internet, phone, and security. It's big business technology with small business personal service. For a limited time, get up to $300 off business services. Call or visit us today at letsrev.biz.
completion that helped them out on their drive, but they scored a field goal. And give credit to the Bulldog defense, kept them out the end zone and held them to 3 points. And now, second half, you got to come out if you're LCO and you got to get a stop quick.
You got to win first down. We've talked about that at length. Sounds like beating a dead horse at this point. You got to make it 2nd and 12. You got to make it 3rd and 8. You got to make it 4th and 6. You got to make sure that they're behind the chains, and you do that by winning the early downs. If you can make them have some predictable, obvious pass situations, I think you could maybe get yourself off the field. Or, heck, they threw a pass, a 50-50 ball early. You almost intercepted it. How about you force a turnover of your own? And then, boy, that would be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, I believe it was Filinich in great position, just got out-jumped for the football with a bigger receiver. Besides that, the LCO defense, they hung tough, kept them out the end zone. And in that second quarter, they found something on offense where with Jeremy running up the middle, pounding the ball. Then you got Filinich and Hunter kind of on some sweeps to the outside, off tackle things, and they found success moving the football. Bulldogs going to have their work cut out right here to start the second half, and we'll see. Let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break. And we get back, we're going to have the opening kick, the second half opening kickoff right here on KLEB.
For those of you watching on Bayou Sports, stick around. After the game, we've got our Down the Bayou clothing player of the game, which we will hand out. And we've also got our Edison Schwess Offshore Billy Joe Brune Bay tie of the game, which we will hand out a little bit later in the broadcast.
And stick around. We're one half away from the power play of the game, brought to you by Industrial Power System.
I said in the pregame, I hope that we have a lot of decisions to make there, and we do.
We do. Okay, so real quick, give us your second half points for EDY. Let's go LCO.
Got to get a stop. You got to figure out a way to get a stop, hold them out of the end zone. And then from there, offensively, just keep doing what you're doing. You're getting pushes. You're making things happen. I think if you do that, find a way to force a turnover, get a stop, keep moving the line of scrimmage forward, I think you're going to like the end result. And if you're ED White on the flip side of it, play the game. What I mean by that is, hey, you got the lead, work the clock, try to stay ahead of the chains, try to stay in control.
Bulldogs bringing a new kicker. Jose Cemento.
Let's see. You mentioned a second ago.
ED White's expecting something. They're all up.
A lot of room around the 30-yard line over there if you could just fit it in there. That's what they're trying to do.
Ball's fielded at the 25-yard line. Number 9 tries to get to the outside.
Great
he gets
coverage.
corralled, no coverage. That's Marlboro on the carry for the Cardinals.
And number 11, Cale Hunter, with a great open field tackle.
Nice job on Hunter hustling downfield.
That's a good start.
Tackle.
A good start to the half for LCO. You pin them back a little further back than what they've been at any other point in the game, and then you have one of your best players just go and crack somebody and get them to the ground. Good momentum swing.
We just started in the second half of play. Cardinals up by 3 on the Bulldogs. Cardinals have the ball, playing a 1st and 10 from their 27-yard line. Vignier on the center. Single back. Man in motion. Ball's going to be handed to the man up the middle. That is Dempster. Fights hard. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. Just a straight dive play by Dempster right up the middle. Ran hard, picked up about 7 yards.
Don't you just see that if we flash forward to the year 2026, we'll be talking about Dempster getting 100 yards for their varsity team?
Yep.
Like, he's just an E.D. White player. He's going to be the fullback for their varsity team in a couple of years.
2nd and 3 from the 34-yard line. That's Dempster. For the fullback position. Man in motion. Bulldogs jump. This time is going to be on the Cardinals' procedure. Bulldogs jump, but they did not cross the line of scrimmage, and that forced the Cardinals to move. So that'll back the Cardinals up 5.
That's a great call by the officials, because LCO did move, but no one moved into the neutral zone. So when the offense reacted to that, it becomes a penalty on them. That's a great call.
2nd and about 8 for the Cardinals. The ball's going to be spotted on the 29-yard line. Vignier, quarterback. Alex Vignier brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Man out wide to the far side of the field. Two-wing situation. Wings in motion. The ball's going to be given to him. It's 45. Molinari, he's at 35, 40, 45. He'll be tackled right at midfield. He got to the outside, used his speed, but guess who's there on the tackle for the Bulldogs? Number 19. Matthew Pierce.
Matthew Pierce is playing his butt off tonight for LCO, but they're a good job by E.D. White sealing that edge, blocking, allowing their back to get and turn the corner, get upfield.
1st and 10 for the Cardinals. They're on 49-yard line. 6:37 to go and counting in the second half, right here in the third quarter. Vignier on the center. Trips formation to the wide side of the field. Vignier will throw the ball. Pass is completed. Behind the line of scrimmage. The receiver's trying to fight. Looks like Falgu. Falgu on the reception. Caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage and had to work hard just to get back to the line of scrimmage. But no gain. Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Cardinals.
I don't know if there's a tell or if it's a personnel look or what, but Coach Pokey was down there yelling pass before the play even started. So they gave something away there, formation alignment. LCO knew it was coming.
Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. And that double wing formation. Man's in motion. Ball's going to be given right up the middle. That's Dempster trying to fight for yardage. He'll be tackled. Crosses midfield. Just about a 2-yard gain. Brings up a big third down for the Cardinals here in this third quarter.
We talked about it at halftime. This is it. You got him against the sticks. This is it. You got to get off the field right here.
3rd and 8.
First things first, ball key. Don't jump off sides. Don't give them anything for free. Make them earn the 8 yards in over the 2 plays.
Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. Adams spit out wide to the right. Dempster behind quarterback. Hard count. Bulldogs do not jump. Adams and Molizon at wings. Ball snap. Quarterback drops back. Ball's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Which will bring up a 4th down for the Cardinals.
Number 5.
Decision time for the Cardinals.
4th and 8 for the Cardinals.
They can fill it, slotted it away. The Bulldogs had the slant covered either way, so they were covered on both ends of it. At midfield, I don't anticipate a punt here. They're going to go for this. Huge play, though.
Going to punt. Punt formation.
Wow, I'm shocked by this.
No one deep for the Bulldogs. Snap. Punted away. High punt. Drifting to the Cardinal side. Hits out of bounds around the 25-yard line. See where they can spot it right at the 25. So Bulldogs will be taking over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 4:35 to go in the third quarter. They are trailing 8-11.
Well, we said you needed a defensive stop. Check. Now you got to go down the field. Got to go 75 yards.
Bulldogs getting the play in. Waiting on the officials to get the chain, and they're going to move the ball up, Casey.
Yeah, moving it up to the
29-yard line. 29-yard line.
71-yard drive.
Correction, 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs get to the line of scrimmage. Robert on the center. Man in motion, that's Filinich. Ball will be given to Hunter on the right side. Cuts back. Same play he scored on. I think that's a design play, Casey. Trying to run to the right, cuts back to the left. This time he picks up 2 yards.
Yeah,
Bulldogs.
Sam Gwynn was not having it this time. He did a good job reading the cutback.
Brings up a 2nd and 8.
Hear the noise from the sideline there. The Bulldogs urging on their teammates.
Trying to get their team fired up. They understand how big of a drive in a game this is. Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Receiver split out wide. Split back. Robert gives the ball to Filinich on the left side. Breaks the tackle. He'll push forward. He'll pick up the first down. Crosses the 40 to about the 42-yard line.
Good enough for a Bulldog first down.
He'll spot the ball at the 41. Nice run by Filinich on the left side for the Bulldogs.
Halftime keys, get a stop, check. The second thing we said, keep getting a push up front. Well, so far, check. LCO knocking off the checks now. Got to keep it going at the 41-yard line.
Yeah, so just one other thing they have to do.
Finish.
We're not going to mention not to do.
Right.
Bulldogs, the line of scrimmage, twins to the near side of the field. Robert gets the snap. He'll give the ball to Hunter on the right side. Hunter pushes forward. He'll pick up about 3-4 yards on the play. Let's give him 3. Brings up a 2nd and 7.
Okay, one thing there on that play, and I'll get a little nitpicky because I think the LCO offensive line has done a great job tonight. The back is stacked up at the 44-yard line. All the linemen are just standing straight up. Go into that pile and push, man. Go and move him forward. Go move him across the 45-yard line. Finish the play.
Looks like Tucker split wide left. Filinich in motion. Ball will be given to Shermy up the middle. Breaks to the outside. Trying to break a tackle. He does. He gets back to the line of scrimmage. The ball forward. He picks up about 2 yards, 3 yards on the play. He'll spot the ball at about the 47-yard line. Brings up a 3rd and about 4 for the Bulldogs. Nice job by the Bulldogs.
You can just feel the fans in the stands or on the edge of their seat. They know this is a big sequence right here for LCO.
3rd and 4. 2:04 and count to go in this third period. Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. Man in motion, that's Filinich. Ball will be given to Hunter on the left side. He'll get nowhere on the play. Trying to get off tackle run. Cardinals come across the line of scrimmage and stop Hunter for no gain. So the Bulldogs will play in a 4th and 4 from their own 47-yard line.
This is going to be the biggest play of the game so far right here.
Bulldogs come to the line of scrimmage. Tucker Lee's out wide left. 3 men in the backfield. Trying to get a hard count. Cardinals do not come across.
Maybe a timeout, yeah.
And we'll have a timeout call.
Not a bad idea.
Called by the Bulldogs.
So we'll keep it here with 1:08 to go in this third period. Bulldogs are facing a big 4th and 4 situation at their own 47-yard line. Truck, what are you seeing down there?
Yep.
And I think it's a great point. And if the Bulldogs can pick up this first down, hopefully you'll see that sideline get excited. Big play here.
Curious to see the play call. Do you keep it on the ground? Do you try to get the ball out to the flat somewhere?
4th and 4 for the Bulldogs. At their own 47-yard line, they break the huddle. They get to the line of scrimmage. They're coming out in the full house backfield. Everyone in tight. Robert gets the snap. We'll get to Hunter on the right side. Cuts up the middle. Turns on the inside. Going to be very close to first down. Depends on the spot. I think he has it.
Oh, man, it depends on the spot. This is going to be real close. I think he got it. Yeah.
First down, Bulldogs.
He needed to get to the 49. He got to the 49.
Nice hard run by K.O. Hunter for the Bulldogs.
And a great job by that line, opening up a hole, getting a little push, keeping that momentum.
Bulldogs will play a 1st and 10 from
Crosses
the Cardinal
midfield in
49-yard
Cardinal
line.
territory, the 49-yard line, playing a 1st and 10. Same formation, everyone in tight. Roberts gets the snap. We'll give to Filinich on the left side. Trying to get to the outside, nowhere. The flag on the play. We'll have a face mask called.
Flag on the play.
Yeah. And that should be another one of the 15-yard variety because he tackled him by the mask.
Coach Keefe not happy on the call, saying he grabbed his shoulder pad.
On LCO?
I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, he pointed the wrong way. Okay, yeah. They're saying it's a 5-yard
5-yard face mask. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
First.
Oh, first.
Yeah,
First and
repeat the down.
5. At the Cardinal 44-yard line with 31 seconds and counting to go in this 3rd period. AD White up 11-8.
That's a big break there for LCO as the run had lost a yard. Now instead you get a 1st and 5 out of it. That's a real good trade for the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs at the line of scrimmage. Man in motion, that's Filinich. Counter play coming back this side to Hunter. Tries to break a tackle. He'll gain minimum yards. He'll pick up about 2 on the play, which will bring us to the end of the 3rd period. We're going to go ahead and take a 1-minute break. We're at the end of the 3rd period. Your score, E.D. White 11, LCO 8. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Middle School Football right here on KLAB. Fourth quarter, they're trailing E.D. White 11-8. Brian Colley here with Casey Gisclair and Truck Gisclair bringing you tonight's action. Bulldogs break the huddle in a full house backfield. Ball will be given to Shermy on the inside. Ball's forward for about a 1.5-yard, 2-yard gain. We'll bring up a 3rd and short situation.
Brought down by number 8.
Got 2 plays to get 1 yard. Lopez on the tackle. He's the kicker. He's the unsung hero. His field goal is the reason why his team's out front right now.
It's 3rd and 1 for the Bulldogs. See if they give it to the big guy, Shermy again. Bulldogs at the line. 3 men in the backfield again, 1 wide. Robert gets the snap. He'll give the ball. Looks like the Filinich. He'll break, cuts back his field. to the right side. He'll pick up the first down.
Yeah,
Good
easy
enough
first
for a
down.
Bulldog first down.
Pick up with about 4 on the play. Bulldogs get
Bulldogs will play
closer
first
to
and
the end
10
zone.
from the
They're going to
Cardinal
spot the ball at the 37-yard line.
37.
If they could just keep chipping away at it and keep using some of that clock and punch it in.
1 minute went by in this fourth quarter. We have 7 to go. Bulldogs in their double wing. One back guy in motion. That's filling it. The ball's going to be given to Shermy on the left side. He'll pick up about 2 on the play. Not much running room on that left side. Give him 1 on the play. Brings up a 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs.
I think it was number 16 on the tackle, Jonathan Falcon. We've called his name out a bunch tonight. How about we get some lights in
We'll
here?
have a stoppage in play. Not sure what's happening. Clock is stopped at 6:21.
Discussing something in
Maybe
the LCO huddle.
Checking on a player. Seems to be fine. We're back at it. Clock's running. 6:18 and counting. 2nd and 9 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Snap, give it to Hunter on the right. Switches his field, cuts back to the left. He'll pick up about 3-4 yards on the play. We'll bring up a big 3rd down play.
For a gain of about 3 yards. Brought down by 33, Dipser.
Okay.
Bulldogs have the ball at the Cardinal 32-yard line. 3rd and about 5 for the Bulldogs. 5:45 and counting. That clock is moving.
Yeah, this could be LCO's last chance at it, man. That's the thing about these middle school games. We mention it all the time. The way the teams run the ball with the 8-minute quarters, the games fly by. LCO's trying to time this where they could score with just about nothing left.
Cantrell and Hunter split wide to the left.
Well, the slot receiver's unguarded.
Snap. Ball's going to be run by Philinich. Breaks a tackle in the backfield. Slips and falls at about the 32-yard line. No gain on the play. Looked like he had somewhere to go. And I think he's coming up with a cramp, possibly. Clock is stopped for an injury for Philinich. He's limping off the field.
Injury timeout brought to you by Thibodeau Regional. Boy. You lose maybe one of your best weapons before a 4th down play that could potentially decide it.
4th and about 5 for the Bulldogs. Clock will start.
4th down and a long 5 for the Bulldogs.
5 minutes to go.
Under 5 minutes to play.
Big 4th down play for the Bulldogs.
Figure you're coming with a hard count first. Let's see if they have a play called behind it.
Full house backfield. Lee out wide left, and we'll have a timeout called.
I think by E.D. White.
E.D. White will go ahead and call a timeout. We'll keep it here just so we don't miss it with a long commercial, so we'll keep it right here. Too big of a play, Truck.
Yeah, we ain't going to pay any bills before this one. Now, what that does, though, by calling timeout, let's say they got a little bit of fluid and got Philinich stretched out. Now he could go back into the ball game because a timeout has been called. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Yep, he's on his back. Looks like a cramp.
Yep, so he'll be sitting this one out. And I think it's a good timeout by Coach Keefe, by the way. You want to make sure, hey, ball key, don't jump off sides, wrap up, get all your cues in.
Bulldogs may come on a quick snap here. They're already at the line of scrimmage. Full house backfield. Snap, giving Hunter on the right side, cuts back to the left, breaks a tackle. He's close to the first down. He'll be short, looks like.
Yeah, he didn't get
by
it.
a yard or two. Truck is saying he's short, and he is. Bulldogs turn it over on downs. Looked like he had a little ways, some running room on that right side. The hole closed pretty quick,
28-yard line.
and it was short of the first down. So the Cardinals will take over. First
Now,
and 10 with 4:45 to go in this contest out of the 28-yard line.
now, if you're E.D. White, you're about 3 first downs away from winning this one. LCO's got all 3 timeouts. Oh, you got to catch that one, Truck.
It's one-handed. I mean,
Odell. But LCO got to get a 3 and out right here, man. Got to get back on the field with the offense.
Dempster in the backfield. Man in motion. Ball's going to give it to Dempster right up the middle. Bulldogs tackle him. Hard run. Picked up about a yard on the play. Clock will run.
Wrapped up immediately by
Cardinals will be in no hurry to get this play off.
Brian, I'd like to say something. We watched these 2 teams play last year in Thibodeau, and then again here down the Bayou. I could watch these 2 teams play every day. Everybody's playing hard. Everybody's competing. There's no showboating. This is old school football. I love watching this.
Now here where that 40-second play clock would help the Cardinals out. They're going to have to watch the official. They're going to be snapping this ball with a lot of time left on that 40-second clock. There's Cardinals at the line. They're going to be waiting. Good job by the Cardinal coaching staff. Man in motion. Ball.
He fumbled.
Did he fumble?
He fumbled. I think LCO's got the
Bulldogs say
ball.
they have it.
Nope, 3rd down.
Nope. Bulldogs came across that line of scrimmage quick.
I'm a little surprised, given that it'll be 3rd and 15, that Coach Pokey isn't calling a timeout to preserve the 40 seconds. But he's going to have faith in his defense, maybe save him for his offense here. But you've got to get off the field here on 3rd and 15. This is huge.
Now here, I don't know who's keeping the play clock on the field, but I would run it all the way down.
And you got to watch a pass here. E.D. White has been showing the ability to
For
throw.
the Cardinals, receivers split out wide, each side of the field. They're double wing set with a back. Vic Nair taking his time, looking at his coach. His coach will tell him when. They're looking at the official. They're going to drain this clock. There's 10 seconds left to snap. Vic Nair under center. He will drop back, looking to throw. Throws the ball downfield. The ball will be caught at the 45-yard line. He's at midfield, cross midfield. Bulldog back was in position.
Number 3.
Looks like Falgu on the reception for the Cardinals.
Just back breaking. It's 3rd and 15. You have an opportunity to get off the field, give your offense one last chance, and no, they get behind you and get a first down. Boy, just back breaking.
And that'll keep the clock moving. The Cardinals do not have to snap the ball to about 2:04.
Yep. Went for the favorable matchup, and now LCO, after every down, is going to have to start calling the timeouts here, or else E.D. White will be able to drain it out. So it's going to have to be 3 and out right here, and you have to call them all.
Cardinals better hurry. They got 5 seconds to run the play. We'll have a delay of game called on the Cardinals.
Maybe a timeout before the delay of game. Yep, timeout.
Timeout, Cardinals.
Oh, 1:58 left to go in this ball game. E.D. White will be playing a 1st and 10 from the Bulldog 47-yard line. Bulldogs have all 3 timeouts, so they could get the ball back, but you cannot let the Cardinals pick up another first down.
Yeah. Any other first down, it's victory formation for E.D. White, and obviously by getting the first down a second ago, it looks like if LCO does get the ball back, it would be with no timeouts, and they'd have to go into their 2-minute offense.
Coach Polkey giving his team some instruction before they head back on the field. Casey's been one heck of a game.
Yes, it has. Both of these teams are very well coached. This has been a very well played game. And as I said a minute ago, I could watch these 2 teams go at it every day. This has been a lot of fun.
Aren't you glad you woke up from your nap?
Well, you're always glad when you wake up. Right?
Well, Cardinals come to the line. See the spread out wide, right? Man in motion. Ball's given right up the middle.
Oh, no, the quarterback.
No, quarterback kept it.
Yeah.
He's thrown down. Looked like the ball was given to Dempster. He kept the ball. Vignier kept the ball.
Yeah, Jeremy said, no, sir. Threw him for a big loss.
Number 22, Jeremy.
Bulldogs will call a timeout with 1:50 to go in this contest.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Got him against the sticks now. That's a good thing.
Cardinals will face. They lost about 4 or 5 on that play, about a 2nd and 15 when action resumes here. See a Bulldog on the ground. They're cramping up.
Yeah, a lot of guys going both ways. And look, you and I mentioned this during halftime. It's not hot. It's just muggy.
Yes.
Like the air's just thick. And I could see where if you're going both ways today, you could start cramping.
Bulldogs have 2 timeouts. I think the Cardinals may want to try and run something to the wide, maybe to the wide side of the field. Something quick, though, to hand the ball off. Vignier brings his team to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion. The ball's going to be given to the man.
And
That's
ball,
Molizon. He's on the outside, crosses the 50. He's at the 45. Gets to about the 40. He shorted a first down. Clock will stop. Matthew Pierce again. So he stayed in bounds, forcing the Bulldogs to call their 2nd timeout with 1:41 to go.
A, it's a game-saving tackle by Matthew Pierce, because if he doesn't make it, they get a first down, and then they're taking a knee. B, a great job by Moles on staying in bounds, because if he would have gone out of bounds there, it would have been very detrimental to his team. And then the last point C, this is huge. It's going to be 3rd and 2. If you're LCO, you got to get a push, man, because if they get a first down right here, it's victory formation and it's adios amigo.
You know, and look, if they come with a full house backfield, Vignier on the center gets a snap, and you get 3 guys. We talked about it earlier. 3 guys in back of you pushing you forward. How can you stop that? Not
It's gonna be
2
awfully
plays.
tough. Yeah, it's going to be awfully tough. And first things first, if you're LCO, you've had issues with this all night. You can't jump off sides. If they come with a hard count, you can't escort them to the victories.
Good point. Can't jump off sides, and on the Cardinal side, they got to hold on to the football.
Yep, hold on to the ball. And look, you tell your runners as soon as you know you got the first down, get down. You don't have to fight for yardage, nothing. Get down.
Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. Big play here. Vignier gets the snap. Man in motion.
Oh, my.
There's going to be procedure called. They maybe tried to get him off sides. One guy did not get the memo.
Yeah, number 18, Max
Count.
Giardina, he was getting up the field trying to block before the snap, and boy, does that help LCO.
So now that brings 3rd and about 7 for the Cardinals.
Feeling a little better about your chance to get off the field now.
3rd and a long 7.
Sure, the play has been changed. Cardinals come to the line of scrimmage. Dempster in the backfield. Moore's on the wing. He's in motion. Ball's going to be given to Noel. That's number 2 on the left side, fighting for yardage. He's getting back to the original line of scrimmage. That was actually, looks like Wagensback.
71.
Or,
Allen.
no, that was 22. Couldn't see his other number. 22. Again, Noel on the carry. It'll bring up a 4th down for the Cardinals.
Is LCO out of timeouts, or are they just trying to save one for the offense here? Clock is continuing to run.
They called on a 1st and 2nd. They should have 1 left from what I can recall.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Polk may just be trying to save one for the offense. I understand that. If so, I just didn't know if I did my math wrong. But it all comes down to this. Well, it doesn't come down to this, because they're punting. They're going to try to flip the field and make LCO go a little longer.
Cardinals playing about a 4th and 6. They in punt formation. Molly's on back deep to punt. Snap. He gets it away. The ball's going to take a Cardinal roll inside the 10. Rolling close. Could be down about the 6-yard line. So the Bulldogs
37 seconds left to play the game.
have
Bulldogs will play a 1st and 10.
94 yards to go in 37 seconds.
What a punt.
6-yard line.
And they are playing for a touchdown because there's no kicker.
Brian, we talked on play-by-play. Special teams is going to be a factor. One team made a field goal, and one team just coffin corner punted with the game on the line. That's arguably the two plays of the game.
If you ED White, you just got to tackle them in bounds.
Yeah. Don't let anything get behind you and just make tackles.
See if the Bulldogs can get someone behind a defender. One Bulldog coming off the field late. Ball snap. Drops back, drop back, and throw the ball downfield. Ball will be picked off by ED White at the 23-yard line.
Number one.
Number one, Parker Adams intercepts the ball. That's not what the Bulldogs do, passing the ball. It would be an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, that'll.
With 31 seconds to go in the game, ED White will take over on the interception.
One more snap left in this one. It's going to be a victory formation, and the Cardinals are going to get an 11-8 win.
They actually can spot the ball at the 23-yard line. Cardinals just one knee away. Take a knee, and this ball game will be over in a well-played game by both teams.
Second year in a row, the game between these teams comes down to a kick, Bubba.
Yep, you're right. Cardinals in victory formation. Vic Nair will take the snap. Drop down to a knee.
Yep, that's it.
And this clock will run out. Bulldogs drop a tough one to the Cardinals. 11-8 is our final score. Clock is running with 16 seconds to go. Bulldogs cannot stop the clock. They're lining up at midfield for the handshake. And again, a well-played game. Casey, some final thoughts?
Let's take a break for here. We'll come back. We'll wrap up.
We'll go ahead. We'll take a 1 minute break, Dominic. 1 minute break. We'll be back to wrap up this game right here on KLEV.
And for,
yes, we got it.
For those of you watching on Bayou Sports, our DTB player of the game tonight is going to be, let's see, we'll go with number 19, Matthew Pierce, and our Billy Joe Brune, Edison / Offshore, Bay tie of the game, number 22, Camden Jeremy. So our DTB player of the game, Matthew Pierce, and our Bay tie of the game, Camden Jeremy. The Bulldogs fall to ED White 11-8. Good night, everybody. God bless. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the night. Thanks for watching Bayou Sports.